Welcome back to Decks Out the Vault. I am Kryptonite, and this is the fourth Decks Out the Vault video. Today, we're going to be looking at zombies. So, zombies. Black. Death. Zombies are great. They come back to life. They're resilient. And they're scary. I really like zombies. I had a zombie deck when I first started playing Magic. And I have one here. And this is a lot different than the one that I played with when I first started playing. But it is a zombie deck that I have assembled here. And I'm going to show you what I have. So let's get going. But before we get going, I want to announce the winner of my Decks Out the Vault 200th subscriber special giveaway, where I said anybody that commented on my last Decks Out the Vault video for my Goblins Decks Out the Vault would win a special prize. And it's going to be a booster pack. A Magic the Gathering booster pack. And that's going to be for our winner, David Wallace. Congratulations, David Wallace. Hooray! Hooray to you. Thank you for commenting. He said, Mog Fantastic is the best. And I agree. So, thank you. Hopefully you'll comment on more of my videos here in the future, including this one. And any of you that are watching this video today, hopefully you'll comment and get a chance to win a booster pack. Or maybe something even more than that. Because I did give away some Jumpstart Cello 4-pack, a bundle. You know what I'm talking about. You know the thing. You know the thing. Anyways, let's get going. The first card I want to show you here is Diregraf Ghoul. This one drop here is a 2/2 and it enters the battlefield tapped. So you can't block with it the first turn. But it's a 2/2, and I think that's great. Moving on. I don't have any 2-drops in my zombie deck, but I do have this interesting creature here called Ghastly Remains. This is really interesting. It's for 3 black mana. It has Amplify, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if it's in your graveyard, you may pay 3, and if you do, you can return it to your hand. So it's really cool. For 3 black mana, you can bring it into play, and with Amplify, it gets a +1/+1 counter for each zombie that you reveal from your hand when you play it. So it'll keep coming back. I like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, next we have Cemetery Reaper. This 3-drop right here is a Zombie Lord. It gives all your other zombies +1/+1, and it also has the ability for 3 mana, 2 generic and a black, to exile target creature card from a graveyard, and you get to put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. So that's kind of cool. It's got this face, which is pretty cool, and he's a 2/2, so pretty cool. I like that. I like me some Lords. And continuing with the Lord effect, we got one of the newer additions to this deck that got into it. This is Death Baron. I really like this 3-drop. It is a zombie wizard, and it's skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have death touch. I think that's fantastic. So really good Lord right there. I dig. The Death Baron. Next, we have the Vengeful Pharaoh. This 5-drop, 2 generic, 3 black, is a zombie, which, if you look at the picture, you would think that it's a lich in addition to being a zombie, but no, just a zombie. It does have Death Touch, and it says whenever combat damage is dealt to you or a planeswalker you control, if Vengeful Pharaoh is in your graveyard, destroy target attacking creature, then put Vengeful Pharaoh on top of your library. And it's a 5/4, so you can have it come back over and over again, so that's real cool. I got 4 of those. Put that right there. Next I have 3 of these enchantments. Called to the Grave. I really like this card. For 5 mana, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-zombie creature. And of course in this deck, all I have are zombies, so at the end of turn, if no creatures are in play, sacrifice Call to the Grave. And so as long as I have a creature in play, or my opponent, it'll stay in play, and my zombies won't need to be sacrificed, so that's great. I love this card. Call to the Grave. Got 3 of those bad boys. Next, another card that I have just 3 of. It's going to be Doomblade. This is a staple creature removal where you can destroy target non-black creature, and it's an instant for 2 mana. Excellent, excellent card. Next I have a single copy of this artifact, the only artifact in the deck, Hall of Triumph. For 3 mana, this legendary artifact says when it enters the battlefield, choose a color, and creatures you control of chosen color get +1/+1. So a pretty simple card, but it's in here. Got some cool art right here, so I dig it. Next, I have a single copy of Empty the Pits. This has a real nifty picture, and for XX and 4 black, you get to, and it has Delve, you get to put X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield tapped. So this is a good spell to play late in the game when you have a lot of cards in your graveyard and a lot of mana at your disposal, and you can throw down a lot of 2/2 zombies because of it. So this is a 1 copy in this deck right here. Next we have Dread Slaver. This 5-drop right here that I have 1 of. Hi. Alright, yeah. So I have one of my cats right here joining the party. Okay, Dread Slaver for 5 mana. This zombie whore. Hi, yes. Hello. Hello. Yes. Okay, yes, you're making a mess. Okay, good job. Alright, this zombie whore is a 3/5, and it says, half a brain rules the mindless. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Dread Slaver this turn dies, return it to the battlefield. Oh, wow, you're having fun with the dice right there now. Okay. Ah! Alright, here we go. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Dread Slaver this turn dies, return to the battlefield under your control. That creature is a black zombie in addition to other colors and types. Yeah, so that's in the deck. I got 1 of those. I have 1 copy of Plague Belcher. This is a 3-drop, 5/4 with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, you have to put 2 -1/-1 counters on a creature you control. And whenever another zombie you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So, yes, Pika. Okay, this is my cat, Pika. Okay. Alright, yes, you're okay, yeah, you're having fun. Okay. Alright, so that's a good card right there, even with the drawback. And next I have Josuves, Lich Knight, for 4 mana. This is actually one of my newer cards, as you can tell by the top right here. So not exactly classic, but it is from Dominaria, which now isn't really that new because they already have returned to it. And it has a kicker for 6, 5 generic, 1 black, and menace. And it says when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create 8 2/2 black zombie knight creature tokens with menace. And that's pretty cool if you have enough mana to do that. It's a lot of mana, but potentially possible. Next I have a nice foil here from Time Spiral. This is a time shifted purple emblem. Real nifty card. Foil Twisted Abomination. A 6-drop zombie mutant, and for 1 black you can regenerate it, and it's got an ability swamp cycling, so you can discard it from your hand and you can search your library for a swamp and put it into your hand. So that's pretty cool. I dig that. Next I have a couple of these split cards. I have Sorcery and Return. So for 3 black mana you can destroy target creature or planeswalker, or for 4 black, or for 4 mana, 3 generic and a black, you can, oh, this has Aftermath. You can cast a spell from your graveyard. Okay, yeah, that's right. So you can play this, and then when it's from your graveyard you can do that. So you get a zombie, you can destroy, it's a creature removal. Last but not least, I have a couple, I got a couple copies of Liliana. You like that, Pika? Yeah, you got Liliana in the deck. So, she's interesting because she does make zombies, this particular version of her. Her +1 is put the top 3 cards of your library into the graveyard, and if at least one of them is a zombie card, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. You can do the -2, where target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of zombies you control. Or you can do the -3, which is really like a mini ultimate, where, ooh, shaking the camera, you may cast zombie cards from your graveyard this turn. So it's all pretty zombie related, so for that's why she gets included. A couple copies of that, and then all the rest is swamps. And as you can see, everything is nicely organized thanks to Pika. So thank you, Pika. Having fun, Pika? Alright, so I really appreciate you watching today. This is Decks Out the Vault. It's been a long time coming. My last video with Goblins, I only had 200 subscribers. Now I have just over 350. And so I appreciate that. And thanks again. Congratulations again to David Wallace on getting a booster pack for commenting on the last video. Make sure to comment on this video, because I'll give a booster pack away again for my next Decks Out the Vault video. So please be sure to comment and tell me what you think of my zombies. And until next time, like and subscribe. This is Kryptonite. Later.